The front mirror here in the Actros MP2. With all vehicles from 2007, the front mirror is compulsory. The reason is clear. With the mirror, the driver can see what is immediately in front of his vehicle. The so-called blind spot is therefore a thing of the past. See for yourself. If, for instance, a pedestrian walks directly in front of the vehicle, a look in the front mirror is enough to warn the driver. Safety is therefore guaranteed. As an alternative to the front mirror, there is a front camera which you can install. The front camera is only orderable as an aftermarket kit and not from the factory. The first step for the installation of the camera is to remove the footwell paneling on the passenger's side. First the lower cover. For this, unclip the quick fasteners in the footwell and take out the lower cover. Now remove the cover of the diagnosis connection OBD. Unscrew the fixing bolts and pull off the cover of the plug. Afterwards, unscrew the 4 fixing bolts in the upper footwell paneling. And the upper cover can be taken out. One more recommendation for you. Remove the air duct of the footwell heating. Thereby you create more working space. Lastly, unclip the fuse cover in the footwell. Continue with the removal of the paneling in the A-pillar. The paneling can only be taken out, of course, when you loosen the hold bar. Unscrew the fixing bolt and separate the hold bar from the A-pillar. Now loosen the profile seal. And you can unclip and remove the paneling. Here's an important safety tip. For the duration of the installation process, the hold bar must be reconnected to the A-pillar. This is a safety measure for the hold protection when climbing in and out. Proceed with the connection of the front camera on the outside of the vehicle. For this you'll need a drilling stencil. In the kit there are 2 variations. One stencil is for the Actros and the other is for the Atego and Axor. Attach the stencil to the wiper screen. The stencil has the precise positions of the holes to be drilled. Follow the marks and center punch the 3 holes. At first, you should pre-drill the holes using a small bit. Here once more to clarify. In the lower holes, they require a 6.5mm bit. For the upper mark, the drill requires a 10mm hole. After the holes are drilled, you can remove the drilling stencil. For optimal corrosion prevention, protect the drilled holes with suitable corrosion prevention paint. This paint, when applied, needs time to dry. Back to the assembly of the front camera. First, disassemble the plug case of the camera cable. You do this by pressing and pushing at the same time. Now attach the camera seal. Pay attention because there's one seal especially for the Actros and the other is for the Atego and Axor. Lead the camera cable through the intended opening of the seal. Now fasten the camera console and seal with the screws from the kit onto the wiper screen of your vehicle. Lead the camera cable now through the hole of the wiper screen. And you can see why the plug was removed. Next, fasten the camera console and seal to the wiper screen. After the camera is fastened, you can put on the cover of the camera. Unclip the cover of the electric connections under the engine hood. The hold clips can be unclipped using a screwdriver. Push the camera cable through the locking stopper. According to vehicle type, you may have to drill here. Once you've moved the cable through the locking stopper, you can reconnect the plug case of the cable once more. Now you need the cable holders. The cable holders enable you to bring the camera cable neatly into the cab's interior. Use as many holders as you need. Stick them onto the vehicle. And fix the camera cable with cable ties. When the camera cable is laid out correctly, you can close the cover to the connections box once again. Next, we move to the installation of the monitor. Widen the opening of the A-pillar cover. The reason for this is because the opening must be large enough for the hold bar and for the monitor fixture. Take monitor, fixing bolt and fixture. Lead the monitor cable through the opening and move the cable accordingly into your vehicle. Before you fit the A-pillar covering again, loosen of course the hold bar. When the hold bar is loosened and the cables moved, you can reinstall the A-pillar cover. Now fasten the monitor fixture together with the hold bar to the A-pillar. The right screw for this is an M8 30mm collar screw. Pay attention that the monitor fixture is horizontal. Now the monitor can be connected to the fixture. And you can reattach the profile seal in the area of the A-pillar again. For the next step, attach the front camera control device in a free control device shaft. For this you'll need Velcro. Fix the Velcro to the back of the front camera control device. Now pull off the protection case from the central plug of the system cable and pull out the plug strip. And you can connect the monitor cable to the system cable of the front camera. You'll find the pin connections corresponding to the vehicle in this, and the number on your screen. Afterwards, attach the case protection again to the central plug. Use a cable tie and make sure that the cables are firmly attached and do not slide around. Now you can connect the central plug of the system cable and immediately afterwards the plug of the camera cable in the control device of the front camera. In our case, the plug of the mainline cable comes in the basic module A7 into the free slot X7. These slots, however, are vehicle specific. Search now for a free accessible place for the control device in the basic module and install the control device. The optimal order depends again on the vehicle. With the help of cable ties, the cables can be ordered and secured. When all cables are laid correctly, you can close the covers again. Begin with the protection cover in the footwell. Then the air duct for the footwell heating is next. Now the upper cover and the cover for the diagnosis connection OBD. And finally fasten the lower footwell paneling again. When you switch on the ignition, the monitor of the front camera will automatically come on. Before you take a test run, adjust the camera correctly. Only then can you get the best possible view. By the way, if your vehicle has a front camera, a front mirror is no longer required. If the customer wants, it's possible to remove the front mirror. For this, remove the sunscreen. The screen must be exchanged later for another sunscreen without recess. Remove now the front mirror, including wind spoiler. Now a wind spoiler must be fitted without recess for the front mirror. Fasten now a sunscreen without recess, and already the vehicle is backfitted. After every expert's fitting, a functional check and test run must be also carried out. The front camera is no exception. With a speed of more than 30 km an hour, the camera would switch itself off automatically. Check this first. We do another crosswalk test. The front camera guarantees to the driver the best view and provides for safety for the pedestrian as well as for the driver. Now nothing stands in the way of a safe journey.